Pringle.
Thank you, Corla, and I welcome the opportunity to contribute to the debate today on the local development companies. Minister, I know from talking to the local development companies, in particular my own Donegal local development and County Donegal, that they were very unsatisfied with the consultation, or what so-called consultation, that took place with the department and the minister in advance of this alignment being announced. They were practically presented with a done deal, told by the minister that this is what we're doing and this is what's going to happen, and there was no consultation that took place at all. And so that just smacks of arrogance from the government to go ahead and make these decisions that affect 1,900 workers across the country, affect the delivery of local community development programs without having any actual consultation. It just makes a mockery of the whole system. Now, in principle, I think that actually local authorities being responsible for local development is actually a good enough in principle if it's done properly and if it's done correctly. I think when the local development companies were established in the very first day over 20 years ago, it probably should have been delivered through the local authorities at that stage, which would make the local authorities more responsive to the needs of local communities and be able to deliver funding in that way, rather than having, if the minister believes that there is duplication there, rather than having that. But the one big problem with it is that the government's plans and the minister's plans are that local authorities will not deliver the community development programme. Local authorities are basically going to be just a tendering body, putting out to tender the delivery of community development in their administrative areas to organisations, and it will be set up by this government in the tendering process, to organisations that will be delivering the programme on a profit basis. Now, what should at this stage happen, and there's no doubt that the government are going to go ahead with the realignment, and they're going to go ahead with handing this over to local authorities and making the local authorities deliver the programme. But what should be happening, and what the government should ensure does happen, is that the tendering is done and that only non-profit making companies can actually apply for it, who are locally based and locally sourced within the communities that and the areas of the local authorities that they intend to serve. And that's the only way that you can preserve the ethos of the local development companies that has been there, companies that are not operating for profit and are operating with the benefit, looking to the benefit of the communities that they serve, rather than looking to the benefit of lining the pockets of the owners of those companies.
Thank you.